Howdy, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Deadlands Blood Drive here on Dork Tales. Yeehaw! I am
Hoot Nanny.
I am your Marshal, the Right Honorable Kelly. I am the Marshal around these parts, and I'm going to be arbitrating and running this game of Deadlands Blood Drive, which is now on episode 4. What's it called? What's it called? An unwelcome visit. So, in this episode, we're going to be having a lot of fun. This is our last Blood Drive episode of the year. We'll be back on January 2nd, so for some more rootin' tootin' possum shooting. And we will see you shortly. So, once again, if you need anything at all, just refer to me. I'm Kelly. I'm the Marshal. I use he and him pronouns as my rootin' tootin' pronouns. Oh, got her a little bit. All right, I'm just going to pass it along so that the rest of the players can introduce themselves and we can get into some Wild West shenanigans. Today, let's pass it over to Christa.
Happy holidays. I'm Christa. I am Chahista in the chat and elsewhere. And my pronouns are rootin' tootin' or she, her, or they, them. Rootin'/tootin'.
Nice. Let's pass it over to Mike.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Michael. I'm graphic effects guy who does all the amazing stuff here at Dork Tales. If you see a frame, I probably did it.
Yay.
Going with he and him pronouns. And today I'm playing Trenton Skinner, the most generic cowboy ever.
Is he?
We love him nonetheless.
He's pretty generic.
Okay. All right, down to James.
Hello there, I am James, aka Otheon. You can find me on Dork Tales. I sometimes do like maps and stuff for them. And I use he, him pronouns, and today I am playing Thomas Catlett, the degenerate gambler slash maybe into magic. Who knows? We'll find out. Maybe.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally, in the corner, hello, Millie.
Hi, I'm Millie. My rootin' tootin' pronouns, I kind of think I want to adopt rooting and tooting as neo pronouns and like pretend that I'm serious about it on Twitter just to cause problems now. This will be my week. It's going to be a good week. But they are otherwise they and them or she and her. I'm cool with either of them. And you can find me sometimes here where I give nothing whatsoever. I don't do maps or art or any of that cool stuff. I just show up and I'm like, yo, what the heck? Other people are doing cool stuff.
Nice.
However, you will also find me on my channel, twitch.tv/bunnyhearted, where I'm a gay criminal doing weird gay crime things. It's great.
Nice. It is pretty great. You should go follow everybody here and enjoy everything that they are doing. Sorry, I'm just getting a Wilhelm scream queued up.
Oh my god. Of course you
So you never know when.
Oh, I forgot to say who I'm playing. I'm playing Driscoll.
Just in case. Oh, I didn't even say anything about that either.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm playing Frida
James and Mike
Heckmann,
are
the
up
Jules
on it.
Vernian inventor from another world. So don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine indeed. All right, so let's go ahead and put our bullets on the board. Mike, load your bullets.
Bullets are here in my pocket somewhere. They're there.
All right, Ida, load your bullets.
Trey's bullets.
All right, Frida, load your bullets. Should all have 3. Thomas, load your bullets.
Maybe they're loaded.
I am loading bullets.
Oh, one at a time. And thank you, Mike, for taking a thing that gives me more bullets.
Oh, speaking of which, I got a lucky rabbit's foot. Wait, jackalope foot last week, so I should get one more bullet.
Well, it's true.
Oh.
All right, so there we go.
You'll
We got to get that
probably
sound
need
effect cued in so I don't have to press it every time.
Yeah.
Oh, Trenton, you have a spare.
Oh, you
Determination.
got an
So
extra
another
one.
bullet.
Oh, why?
So
Thank
does
you.
Frida.
Oh, so does Frida.
Hey, how about showing me some love? I got to kill these guys.
I did. I gave you an extra one. You're welcome.
Well, you're thank you. So, folks, if I get a
There,
little...
here you go. I'm helping. I'm
Oh, I
helping.
got 1, 2, 3. Oh, there you go. You got another hurt the more. 2 of them.
All right.
Yep, there's Liliana. Okay.
So I got 2 more. So, all right, I'm maxed out. So, folks, if you're looking at the screen right now and you're wondering what the hell those bullets mean, those are bennies. Bennies are what Deadlands used to call fate chips, or just chips, or potato chips, or crisps if you're in the old British West.
Jolly good.
Jolly good. Jolly good. Load of crisps.
Bella, what's his name calls them? The guy that played by Bill Nye.
The Bill guy, not by Bill Nye. That's the scientist, but the Bill Nye.
Nye.
Yeah. Okay. Nye.
It's Nye. It's not
Nye.
Nye.
All right. So basically, the players can spend these to affect the story, to protect themselves, to not die, to re-roll dice, things like that. And I can spend them to do the opposite. Not to die. I don't get a die by spending one, but I might get dice to do it, which is almost like a die. All right. So enough of that. As we are going in here, does everybody remember what happened last episode, or should I catch you up?
Maybe do a quick recap because
I'm sure Catlett remembers it.
Yeah, of course. James, why don't you give us
James,
a
can
recap?
you tell me what happened last
Most
episode?
Succulent member of our group.
Succulent. Succulent.
Like a Christmas goose.
Christine and I did a complete run through of Untitled Goose Game, the 2-player last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's short but cute. It was great.
Aw.
It's basically Metal Gear Solid, but you're a goose, and I love it. I love it so much.
Okay, now I want to see a remake with Metal Gear Solid as a goose.
I have that shirt.
That would be amazing.
I have a shirt of the goose with the eye patch and like a knife in its mouth. It's a butter knife, but same thing. All right, so folks, we are going to be getting started in just a second. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Also, when we go to our break screen, those of you who are watching live are going to be able to see that there is a Christmas holiday season schedule up there that goes until like the middle of next month. That is not complete. There are a few days where I'm probably going to be running some one-shots, but I haven't figured out what works best with like family and like personal plans and trying to like hammer down the right cast and make sure that like everybody is like all open that time. So those will be announced shortly. You'll be seeing notices on our social media, and if you're not following our social media or are not on our Discord, do that because that's way easier. With that, I think it's about time that we hop into the backstory of what happened last episode. Last time on Deadlands Blood Drive. Actually, hold on. I gotta do it. Let me do it like this. Hold on. Last time on Deadlands Blood Drive. I was not expecting this hawk sound effect to go off like that. I was expecting a caw. So, and like last time on Deadlands Blood Drive. That's better.
We don't hear any of this.
I know you did. It was a Wilhelm scream. It was a Wilhelm scream.
Okay, perfect.
Y'all traveled down to go hunt for some doogies, some escaped cattle that had made their way outside of the local pens, thanks to a little bit of sabotage from the looks of it. As you managed to rope and wrestle a pair of them, you brought them back through a cottonwood orchard, I should say. And as you were bringing them back through there, y'all were attacked by giant tarantulas, spelled like they come out of the ground. They're terra-antulas, or terror-antulas if you want to. Y'all fought them to a standstill, and by that I mean that the fight was pretty awful. Y'all got waylaid by these dog-sized spiders. Catlett's horse got spooked, and he took a conk on the noggin. And passed out. And in doing so, let's see, Frida saved his life by charging in and grabbing him and like trying to pull him out of the fray. And then got attacked by another spider, which she spun and kicked. Technically, Catlett, you kicked a spider in the face.
Sweet.
But it grabbed your boot in the process.
I may have used you as an unconscious weapon. With my real big drooping sound effect muscles. Yeah.
The boot got caught in the spider's mouth, so it couldn't bite anybody. And then Ida shot the spider in the boot, which blew up the boot, which allowed the spider to attack again. And it charged Frida, who managed to hold up her rifle just in time for the spider to swallow about 8 inches of barrel. And then bang. So that happened there. Y'all went and basically survived this, brought Catlett back, got him a little bit of medical attention that he deserved.
I believe we forgot the massive explosion.
Oh, God, I did.
Frida.
So Trenton got swarmed and was like knocking them all off of himself. You were shooting, and you killed one yourself, Ida, as well, one of the big ones. And then a bunch of them were like swarming over this cow that got pulled into the ground. So Frida decided to throw a stick of dynamite in. Which caused a little localized earthquake. And, yeah, it took care of the problem. Spiders, strangely, are not immune to dynamite.
I would think so.
Is there much that's immune to dynamite? That's terrifying.
Yeah, totally.
I believe that last episode is now up on YouTube, too. So
it is, as of 2 hours ago, so you should go watch it.
Yep.
Or wait.
Catch yourself up after this episode.
It's true. You're kind of watching in reverse. As you made it back, you did a few more tasks around, and as you made it to the end of the next night, after a long day of work, you had a strange encounter. As you were waiting around the chuck wagon for some food, a posse rode up. 6 sturdy gunmen, following a better-dressed man sporting a pair of shiny Colt revolvers. Off to one side was another man, a hard-looking native, dressed in a threadbare army jacket decorated with a smattering of bangles and fetishes, as well as bullet holes in the blue cloth, for those of you who were very perceptive. I think only one of you was. I think it was it Ida? I think so, too. So you saw that. Basically, that man introduced himself as Bartholomew Phelps, as a representative of the Bayou Vermilion Railroad. He was coming to purchase the cattle for $5 a head. Sutter, Bill Sutter, had a bit of an issue with that because they're worth a significant amount more than that, and basically told him he could go spit. Phelps tried to intimidate him, only to have all of the ranch hands, and you guys put on a bit of a show yourselves, but the ranch hands showed up kind of in force, showing that they had about double the numbers, and you all got the sense that it was just above the tipping point for Phelps. And as Sutter cocked his shotgun and ended it with the line, "Prices ain't the only thing about to drop around here if you and your lot don't head out pronto." As he cocks his gun, y'all put on a big show. They left, doing kind of a, well, call us if you change your mind kind of thing. And after that, y'all had a conversation with Bill Sutter, who said that he knows the man who was giving him a death glare, that native man, a Comanche raider, who he and a posse ran into the ground back in 73. Ran into the ground. Not ran to ground. And
he dropped a name, didn't he?
Yeah, Tosare. I think that's how it's pronounced. There's no guide in this book, so it's T-O. Actually, you know, I'll pop it in the Twitch chat as well. So it's T-O-S-A-R-R-E. There's an apostrophe in there too. So it's like that. Or it's either Tosare or Tosar. Or Tosar. But I'm not sure if it's a Comanche word or if it's something else that's kind of like hybridized. So if anybody knows specifically, I don't speak Comanche.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tosar. Okay, so Robin is saying so it might be Tosar. I'm fine with Tosar. What sounds better, Tosare or Tosar?
Tosar sounds very high fantasy to me. It's like a beautiful elf name.
Is it? I mean, Comanche raiders could be beautiful elves. That could be a thing.
Well, I'm not arguing that, but I'm just, it's not very intimidating. Whereas this character sound, I don't know, maybe the 3 syllables is what does it.
Tosare. Well, especially with the southern accent, it kind of puts a little more emphasis on it.
Yeah.
So we'll go with Tosare, and if I change it, we'll change it.
Yeah.
So basically said he ran him into the ground, and then told everybody, had a bit of a speech, and said that he apologized for not saying anything about the Bayou Vermilion Railroad. And that he has a feeling that as much as they were scared off right now, as soon as they get reinforcements, they'll be back. So his intention is not to wait the 2, 3, 4 weeks to gather the herd, is instead that he is planning on leaving in 3 days. And if anybody wants to cut out, that's their problem. They can do what they want. He's not going to keep you here, but he's also not offering any additional pay. So he ended with, if some of the rumors I've heard about him are true, I'm gathering the herd and heading north in 3 days. There'll likely be trouble. If that's more than any of y'all signed on for, now's the time to cut out. I think there was like a moment where you all kind of gathered around and were like, yeah, we'll go with you. Like it was kind of a Braveheart moment.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to pick up right after that with y'all getting ready for bed after this and seeing where we're going from here. Where do y'all go from here?
Don't sing Buffy at me.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where do we
God.
go from here? It's the musical episode, Once More with Feeling.
It's been stuck in my head for like 15 years, so
That sounds about right, yeah.
yeah.
And finally, you have closure.
Never have closure, man. Never.
You're never free of that song. It's so freaking catchy.
And with that, the tension leaks out of the lazy-ass ranch. Well, it dwindles. But it sticks to the bottom of the soles of your shoes and maybe other soles with a tar-like consistency. Anxiety, dread, the sense that this might be big trouble. You can see that in the other farmhands. The other 14 or so hired hands like yourselves are milling around. Most of them are quieter than you've come to expect of them. A couple of them are doing better than normal. I'd say that Bert Arnold is doing his best, the old Brit. I say we sure gave them quite a walloping, did we not? Would have shot him right between the eyes. Scared him right off. The young cowpoke, Barney O'Toole, leans forward with his little... he can't be more than 18 years old, but has the face of a 14-year-old. Yeah, we would have got him good. Right, Mr. Arnold? Mr. Skinner?
I'm kind of honestly interested in what Mr. Crumpet here has to say. I would have loved to heard what he would have done. After you.
What I would have done? Well, it's very easy. You just simply intimidate or deal with the leader. The rest of them will fall like a house of cards. Wouldn't you agree, Catlett? The old crotchety Brit looks over at you where you're idly strumming through some of your cards. Are you going to deal or what? Are we going to play some poker? Blackjack?
Oh,
just
I'm
gonna play
game
Solitaire?
for any game.
I'm always down for a game of poker. How about the rest of you? You and your posse. I assume
What do
you're
you
all
say?
you're all friends,
Little
right?
money on the
Little
money on the table, folks.
I would be fine with that. Let's do it. What are you starting to do?
Ida's gonna take a step back and just kind of, if there's like a tent pole or something, she's just gonna lean against it,
Yeah, absolutely.
watching.
Gonna join you leading on the other side of the tent pole, like I know what I'm doing.
Oh, looks like this is too
Doing
rich
the
for the
awkward leg.
lady's blood.
What do you say, Skinner?
This is true.
I got $5 you can take.
Ooh,
Deal.
$5. It appears that we are going to have some fun tonight. Let's start the bit low. 50 cents.
All right.
50 cents in that day being actually a sizable amount. Anybody who wants to can make me a let's say, still learning what you would know. Give me a notice roll, because there isn't any empathy in this one, is there?
Notice is a 6.
I've got a 7.
Nice.
3. So nothing.
I have a 6.
Okay. So 7's going to be more than enough. You're going to see that he does balk a bit at the idea of putting up $5 whole. You think he's probably planning to win his way up into it. Not a bad idea. Probably one that's going to cost him. So you want to play some cards?
I'm more than down. Anytime.
Oh. Good. Good, excellent. Well, I suppose you can deal.
All right. Yeah, Catlett will happily deal out cards to everybody, and we'll have a cheery game over the on the table.
All right, let's see if...
Hold on, before you deal that out, I'm cutting it.
Oh, of course, and I'll slide it across. If you think that's going to make any difference, Camille.
Well, it's not a matter of I don't trust you. It's just I don't trust you.
You should never trust anyone over cards.
All right, so gambling's a skill, is it not?
It is indeed.
All right, well, let's do a roll off then. We're gonna do this as a simple roll. Winner's gonna take all the $5. All right, so simple roll, and I believe James, you get an additional roll for this, don't you?
I have High Roller, which would normally issue me like extra cards for any sort of thing like this. A reroll might be a good way of kind of taking care of that.
I think that's fine. So why don't you go ahead and or upgrade your dice type.
Whichever you prefer.
What's your dice type at?
D10.
Yeah. Do you want to roll a D12?
Sure.
And pardon if I cough a little bit. I've got a little bit of a sore throat today. So. Okay, and don't forget to
Same
roll.
here. It's cold as heck, and my heat pump is really determined to make my throat itchy.
Is it? Okay. Well, that is a... all right, what'd everybody get? So difficulty was 4.
If I'm unskilled, what am I actually rolling?
You are rolling a D4, and then your D... it's a D6 for being a wild card, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So you're rolling D4 and a D6, taking the highest.
Oh, okey-dokey. Wow. Well, my 4 exploded twice, so that's 11. That was really lucky.
Wow. Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay, so Catlett, I'm going to say that that's pretty close. So for one, you are going to have $2 worth of IOUs if you'll accept them from Bert, or you'll just take them right out of the game instead.
No, I'll take his IOUs. That's fine.
So you got $2 worth of IOUs, and
Okay.
and then Trenton, you're gonna, with a 10 to an 11, that's really close. So you're gonna split the pot probably about, I'm gonna say like 70-30. So out of the $15 on the table, we'll say of the additional $5 available, we'll do it a little easier than that. Trenton, you're gonna be up about. Well, out of the $3 available, let's be honest here. You're going to be up $2, and 2 IOUs, and you're going to be up $1, Catlett.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, technically, I owed some money for the gun that Mr. O'Toole apparently purchased. So how about we just call that a wash, and he gets to keep the gun.
Mr. Skinner, are you sure about that?
Well, absolutely. Well, I was going to pay for it anyway, so he can just pay for it himself.
But I didn't have any. I didn't have any like I didn't put my. I didn't do any betting. I feel like I.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like, we all start somewhere, so just consider this your first chance at proving who you are.
Gee, thanks. He tips his head. James, since you weren't here last episode, he's played by Tom Holland.
Okay, yeah, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, he's literally just Tom Holland. All right.
I actually just saw Tom Holland on an episode of Hot Ones, and
Yeah.
he was amazing.
Just watched it last night. Man, he swears a lot.
He does.
He's British, of course.
I know. They don't have the same compulsion about that. One of the reasons I just want to say I saw Spider-Man on Thursday, and we just had a huge rash of Omicron here, so that's why I'm a little nervous about this sore throat.
Oh,
I think it's just a sore throat because I think I slept weird. So
Yeah. Well, you were also in a probably air-conditioned
crossed.
movie theater that you're not used to. My throat always hurts after being
Does
in a
it?
movie
Yeah.
theater.
I wore a mask the whole time and didn't eat any popcorn, so
Yeah.
should be okay. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm double vaxxed. I don't know. We'll find out. Hey, folks, if anything happens, I'll let you know. If I have to cancel game because I get the plague, I promise, I'm gonna milk it.
Solid choice.
I'll run a Patreon plague stream.
I'm gonna keep an eye on people because now that there's potential trouble, I want to take, like, I feel like Ida is always marking everybody of like what their uses would be, how they'd be in a fight kind of thing if she needs to take them. But now she's kind of thinking, okay, who's going to be good to work with, who has proven themselves to be like okay that I think would be good in a fight, who's worth training to be in a fight, and go from there if we're potentially going to have problems going forward. Okay,
so you're just kind of doing a general look around, right?
Yeah.
So you can give me a notice roll unless there's another skill that you think would be better.
No, notice is probably the only thing I might say is, can I potentially use a knowledge roll for my like studying of fighting and gunshots and stuff like that? But it's only one die up, so I don't think it's a big deal.
All right,
I'm happy to go with notice.
Just go ahead and do notice then.
Okay. Oh, those are double ones.
That's a botch.
I'm gonna use a bullet.
Hold on, I don't think you can on a double botch.
I can't?
No.
You're stuck with it.
God damn it. Okay,
So
tell
that
me who's actually bad, but I think it's amazing.
So that is called, so what is that called? So what, in this system, it is called a, you roll 2 ones. What the hell is it called? It is a, not,
two.
sorry?
What I get for using my bone dice.
It's true. Benny's group rolls. Critical failure. Cannot be re-rolled. Oof. Yeah, I guess something bad happens. So,
Oh no.
you feel. Roll me a roll me a d12.
D12? Yeah, sure. An 8.
An 8. All right. So, honestly, Mac Clinton, the theater man. You think he starts talking this game about? Ah, yes, I. Oh, no, that's Ed Peck. Pardon me. Oh yeah, Matt Clinton's the other Brit because you got two slightly British. Right. So
I thought Matt Clinton was Clint McElroy.
Oh shit! You're right. Sorry, I have a note. Can speak Northerner. So.
Yes. Because he's mainly West Virginian.
You're right. So allow me to rephrase that. Sawbones is okay. Good. Got it. I need to get into my sawbones mode. Gunfighting. Yeah, I've done some gunfighting. All around the eastern seaboard. They used to call me Flint Clint. Well, we did it with flintlock pistols to give them a little bit of a sporting edge. With a flintlock, hell, with one of those old things, I can clip the feathers off a bird at 100 yards. I can, actually. I did it once for Thanksgiving. It's, seriously, anytime. You should see me with a 6-shooter. It's like a flint, but 6 times as deadly in my hands.
Well, I fully
Literally
believe
taking
this.
notes.
Yes.
This is so fascinating.
I noticed that you carry a gun there, young lady.
To me or to Frida?
To you, yes.
Sorry, I wasn't sure. Christa wasn't sure. She'll pop it out, do a couple like flippy tricks, and put it back, and be like, "Yeah, I've shot it a time or two."
You're doing flippy tricks? I'm
Yes.
stoked to hell.
Neat trick.
Continue the
Do you mind
flippy
if
tricks.
do you want me to show you a fun one? Now, have you ever been in a gunfight, young lady?
Time or two. I'll
Really?
hand him the gun.
Well, no. By all means, show me how you draw.
she'll.
How does she do?
Quick draw?
She do an elbow draw, or does she do a crossbody?
I'm trying to think of which way it would be. I feel like she's a elbow.
Yeah, just like
draw.
the standard.
Exactly.
All right. So go ahead. Just you do a draw. And he goes, "Whoa, that's pretty good." Here, do you mind if I try? Let me show you a trick.
She'll hand it over.
So the trick is that you need to hold on. I gotta roll this. You need to focus on. Oh, actually. So
Someone's gonna get shot, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, the trick is, you've got it right there, right? So you've got but your elbow's blocking too much. You're not tucking your elbow enough, first of all, to really get the mechanical motion. You know, you got to think of one of those automatons that you find at certain traveling circuses. All right? The trick, honestly, I saw this one from Billy the Kid himself, and he'll shik his belt around the other side. So you do a crossbody, and crossbodies are way better, way smoother. See? And he'll pull it out, and he'll because he just pulls it directly across his body. There's no worrying about it clearing the holster.
Yeah.
The best part about that, if you're fast enough and strong enough, if you don't mind me saying, you look like a strong lady. By the way, the offer on my son is still open.
Noted.
If you're ever in trouble, and say you've got your dominant hand pinned, you can always still do one of these, and he'll grab down and will actually grab and pull it out in reverse with his left hand. So the gun's upside down with his two fingers on the trigger. And ha! And it actually is really surprisingly smooth. Here, try it. Try it yourself.
She'll put it back, flip it around,
Okay.
draw it that way.
What's your firearms? What's your shooting? 12? D12?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you will do that, and you'll do it once, and it's a little awkward at first. Like, it takes you a minute to get the wrist motion down.
Yeah.
But you pull it out, and he's like, "That's good. Do it a couple of times. Try it like that. Now try it in reverse. Try it." And you pull it up, and as you do, you don't notice that he accidentally knocked the safety off. And as you bring it up, the gun's gonna go off, and it's gonna put a bullet directly through the front of your hat. And just like, your hat's gonna go like, pew! And just like fly off your own head. And this is gonna be like, "Gentlemen, I fold. It has been a lovely night." And then out of the corner of right over there, you hear as a bullet just like tears ass toward the sky, and Ida's hat falls to the ground like a dead duck. It's not for everyone.
Ida, you still got your eyebrows back there?
Yup. Someone's gonna lose something else, though. Just glaring daggers at Clint. Not Clint, sorry, Mac.
Clinton.
Mac Clinton. Yes.
It's an acquired skill.
She's gonna put it back, rotate her belt back.
I mean, the way you're doing it is good. You know what? It's probably better for you with your hips. You're a little more. Your lady hips kind of bend into it. You got some speed there because of it. Speedy hips. That's what they used to call the. Oh, look at the time. And he'll like just.
Yeah, she doesn't break eye contact. She just is glaring at him the entire time.
All right. So that is your exciting moment.
Frida's gonna pick up your hat off the ground and go, "Do you want me to fix this?"
Don't know if it's much fixable.
Just hang on, I have a hat here. Just finger through the front.
Yeah. In spite of herself, Ida chuckles.
All right.
Because that was precious.
Sort of cute, yes?
Nice.
Thank you, Frida.
I will add it to my Q&C morning.
Much appreciated. She's gonna go find somewhere that has ale and if whiskey or something to grab.
There's whiskey
Yeah.
and there are a couple bottles of beer around here still.
Yeah.
You'll find some of the guys who are drinking. Well, they'll be fine sharing with you as
Yeah.
you go in.
I'll grab one, pop it, pour a bunch in a mug for Frida, and offer it to her.
She will happily accept. She has questions for you about how you stand.
Just in general.
I would like to look more like I belong here.
Absolutely.
You
Take
do this. You go. Why? What is the hat is the glasses are
well, so
the hat thing. Why is the hat thing?
because so when there isn't a hole in the front of it, people can't see where you're looking. And so if it gives you an advantage if no one knows, I'm sure the poker players over there could tell you not having your eyes be accessible is an advantage when you're
Certainty is a way.
yes, that would cause a bit of that. I'm lucky I haven't needed them myself, but I suppose if you I know they have those colored lenses that some people have that help the sun. I think that stops seeing your eyes too. Those might help.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, if we come across any in our travels, I'll let you know. Now, if you want to like, is she very like prim proper stand all the time?
Oh gosh, no. She looks like she's attempting to be, but she's sort of forgotten quite the intricacies of it. She is literally wearing grease-covered overalls and a nice shirt underneath. Like,
Fair. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, like is she like stand up straight, take notes, or is she kind of?
oh, absolutely for notes. Very, very professional. note
Perfect.
taking.
I'd probably like push her foot to the side to like give her a bit of a wider stance and have her kind of like sit back into her hips a little bit more to have that sort of like cowboy stance. Like, yeah, you're gonna have a little bit more power if you need to run all of a sudden. That'll be useful for you.
Right. This is wonderful.
Good. Sit and drink beer.
She'll join you.
Yeah. If you have any other
Here's the big
questions,
old
I'm always
mug.
here. Cheers.
So you have a good rest of your night, just kind of hanging out, doing what you need to do, you know, getting everything in alignment. Is there anything else you're doing before you head to bed?
I've got something I need to do.
Yeah. What is it?
I think I need to find a new pair of boots.
Well, I mean, you're not going to do it here.
Hey, I have money. Is someone willing to sell me an old but comfy pair of boots?
All right. Well, tell me what. You need to make me a roll. Let's say it's a
Or if or I should ask, it does Crumpet have a particularly nice or decent pair of boots? Because he does owe me $2. Maybe I can trade him.
Well,
those
you
$2
lost
and-
that $2 IOU to Skinner, and he called the
Oh.
bet off.
Oh, okay. So I'm just up $1 total.
You're just
Okay,
up $1
sorry, I'm
total.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I was up $1 and $2 of IOU.
No.
Sorry.
I passed it over to him.
All right.
All
I
right.
still have some money left, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you can make me a persuasion roll.
Sure. Come on. 4.
A 4. That's 1. All right. You gonna pay market cost, or you gonna pay? How much
I
you gonna
can't
pay
pay
for?
market cost. It's like market cost is like $8 for a decent pair of boots.
Okay. And you don't have that, right?
Yeah, I could pay half price for a crap ass pair of boots.
So how much you offering?
I'd probably $4, right? But if someone's hard on for money, they might take it. For a decent
Roll
pair.
me a d12.
That is a 12.
So you're gonna kind of inquire around, and there's this large man named Arthur Chapman, brownish, kind of sandy, sandy brunette kind of hair with a beard, big boy. And as you approach, you'll, you get into a brief talk. And what? What I miss?
Nothing at all. Don't worry about it. I blame
Frida
Ida.
was giggling. I giggled.
Oh, fair. Well, yeah, he's willing to sell you for $3.
$3. All
get-
right, I'll look him over.
They're pretty worn, but I ain't gonna do nothing with them. They're you probably want to get them rehobbled, cobbled, whatever it is.
Well, it's better than my current situation.
Basically, he was gonna toss them anyway. They've got some pretty worn leather on the sides, and they'll last you. It's gonna be cold in the winter, but I mean these are cow boots, like that. They're all gonna be cold in the winter.
They just got to get me to some place where I can try to figure out how to get some better ones.
True.
That's fine. I will buy the boots.
Sounds good. Yeah, you can get it for $3.
Cool.
Anyone else do anything before bed? All right. The next morning, you rise bright and early, and as you're having your breakfast and getting ready to head into town, Bill Sutter approaches the four of you. Change of plans for you four. Abby, my niece is going on a supply run back to Sutter's Flats to pick up all the remaining stuff I ordered for the drive. She got a buckboard there, and I need you to help load her up. And as you see that, Abby's on a buckboard wagon who's getting everything kind of like set up just around the corner. She'll turn, smile, and wave at you. Maybe you notice, maybe you don't, that her eyes settle a little more on one of you than the others. And then Bill will lean in. I don't trust Bayou Vermilion or Phelps further than I can spit. And Tosare is bad news with a vengeance. Look, I ain't got nothing against the Comanche. Spent a whole summer living with them once, but that bastard, he's made of nothing but hate and vengeance. I need you to do me a favor. Y'all are packing pistols. Or could be. Keep an eye out. Make sure Abby don't get harangued. You never know what kind of shit they're gonna try to do. Besides that, take as much time as you need, he says, raising his voice a bit again. Take as much time as you need, get any of your stuff that you might need, and maybe if they got it at the general store, ask for an additional order of whiskey for the road. Keep everybody nice and lubricated as we head north.
I'd go grab horses.
All right. So, y'all grab your horses. Anybody doing anything? No, Trenton, do you have a gun at all?
No.
Do you have a knife?
Oh yeah, I've got like a big, like Texas knife.
Didn't you pull a gun on a guy in the first episode, though? I remember you have
Practically a machete. No, I had a knife the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we head out, Ida will come over with her gun belt undone because I've got a rifle too. Do you prefer pistol or rifle?
Oh, I prefer my knife, but you don't have to give up a gun. Those things are kind of like personalized.
It's a loner.
You know, I'll take the pistol then, but I'm giving it back to you first chance I get.
You fucking better.
I like her.
Well, thank you.
Of course. Gotta.
Is there time before we leave this morning to attempt to repair Ida's hat?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you give me what role do you think that would be?
Repair?
I guess it would just
don't
be
know if
repair,
is
right?
the right thing for it.
You know what? Sure.
It could be like a sewing roll.
Repair.
We'll do
you
it with
put
like a weird
glue and
patch.
stuff. Yeah.
I'll say it's repair.
Yeah.
You put some WD-40 on it, polish
It's
it
like
up.
it's like a piece of leather with just bolts put through it.
Amazing.
Molded flip.
Okay, so I have a 9.
A 9? That's 2 raises. So yeah, that'll you're gonna get your hat back. And to be honest, she puts this stuff on it that's kind of like wood fill, but it's like leather fill, and you can't tell the difference unless you hold it up. You see like a slight ring of light coming through around the edge of the epoxy that she used, and that's about it.
It's incredible work, Frida.
Oh, it's all Sigoo. It's Sigoo. It's a good goop. Do you want some? A little weird bottle of slime.
Do you just slap it on?
That's sort of this heat too.
How about I leave it with you, and if I have anything broken, I'll come see you.
Put it in the satchel full of stuff.
Much appreciated.
Nice. And with that,
Amazing.
you all grab your horses and head into town.
Yes.
As you're riding in, are you all taking horses, or is someone hopping up to ride along with Abby on the
I'll hop up and ride along with that.
Perhaps Frida will join. If there's room
In the middle?
back to be an awkward third wheel.
Yes.
Do you want me to wagon train your horses behind mine?
If there isn't room in the back, then the middle seems comfortable too.
Well,
Yeah, we'll
that'd
take.
Be,
Sorry, go ahead.
that'd be mighty kind of you, Catlett. If sorry, Trenton, if you want to take. Sorry, I'm all a fluster. You wouldn't mind leading mine along. He's a bit on the skittish side.
Well, that's understandable. He's your horse.
I'll take Frida's. Try not to chuckle.
Oh,
And it was Amy, wasn't it? Catlett wouldn't have forgotten.
Abby.
Abigail.
Sorry, pardon me. Miss Abigail, mind if I sit up here and join you?
No, that seems like it'd be fine. Are you good at riding? Are you good at?
Trenton will yell out, "You might want to cut his deck."
I do believe you had the better of me last night, Trenton. Did you not?
Just saying. You might have the upper hand.
I didn't think that we were going to be playing cards.
Oh no, dear, that's
Frida's
a
not
euphemism for
gonna
something.
ask at all. She's just gonna jump and slam her butt down in the seat wherever there's room and go, I will join you.
Well, hi there.
There's always
Howdy.
more room.
Sorry about my uncle. I know that he's pretty nervous about what's going to be
Howdy.
happening here. Yes, howdy. Y'all.
We'll be
You're
well enough.
Wonderful.
You're special.
Sitting
aren't
as
you?
this gives me some time to adjust the instruments.
But you play an instrument. What do you play?
Just gonna pull out her chemistry set. Jeez.
Like, do you run your finger around the rim of those, or I saw someone be able to
no, it's
break
it's
glass
very
with that.
dangerous. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, I won't do that.
To be honest, we're all trying to quite
This is good.
parse exactly what Frida is in any context.
Well,
Nice.
yeah,
She looks wide eyed.
She seems pretty nice. Anyway, I'm sorry about my uncle rushing y'all out of here. I know that you might have had plans to do something else besides the drive, but it really is going to help us, and you'll get paid nice and good. Wish we weren't going into a bit of a winter, though. Well, I mean, it is what it is. At least we're only going up into Kansas. That's not going to be too far. As I think. I haven't checked the map, to be honest. I've been... Well, listen to me, Natteron.
Will there be snow?
There might be. If we're in late autumn, early winter, and we're headed up, there could be a dusting. Does it snow much where you come from?
No, not at all.
Oh. Well, fair.
It doesn't snow in Germany?
Sort of, no.
They also have 6 odd cows. Right.
Is that a euphemism as well? What would it be for?
I honestly don't know.
That makes 2 of us, sister.
I'm just gonna
Oh, on our way out,
gross water. Cheers.
if I pass, I'm not gonna look for them, but if I happen to pass Ashley or Arthur.
No, it's just you guys.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if we were like leaving the farm or whatever.
Oh, yeah, you guys are. Yeah, so you're leaving right now. So, yeah.
Okay.
Let me get some wagon sound effects going. I got this. Wagon. Whip crack. No, I just want wagon, man. Where's the wagon? All right, there's no wagon. You're just floating there in air. Anyway.
Oh, so it's normal for Frida then. Excellent.
It's normal for Frida. So, as you are making your way out, you're looking for your boys?
I'm just if I see them, I'm just seeing if I pass one.
Sure. Which one do you think you pass?
I don't know.
So you're talking about either Ollie or, right?
No. Arthur, because he's the nice one. That yeah. And Ashley, who was the big
Ashley
but dumb.
Fair.
I can roll if I see either of them.
I think so. He's the cross-eyed one.
Yeah, the one that got kicked by a horse.
Almost Gaston. All right, would you roll?
I'll roll a 20, and I rolled a 12.
Yeah, sure. You'll get a look at Arthur again as you're heading out. He's looks like he's working on the canning line up at the front of the ranch.
Okay, she'll kind of throw him a bit of a head nod as she walks out. Bit of a head, just a bit of a tilt, and continue on.
Y'all have a good time in town now.
You don't need anything, do you?
I'll be
From
good.
town.
Well, actually, if you find any paper or anything in there, like a journal or something,
I'll keep an eye out.
only if it's not an inconvenience, anything cheap.
Of course.
Thank you kindly. And with that, you all ride into town. The ride is comfortable and pleasant. You make small talk as you're going. What do you all ask about, talk about, or do you just keep it nice and simple?
I don't think Ida engages much. Just listens.
Okay.
Catlett will flirt, talk about, go off on exuberant talks about the West and how how beautiful things are, and then flirt. Yeah, that's.
So,
I hope you're ready for infinite questions about how beautiful the things are in your other.
Actually, I think Catlett would
immediately.
probably be pretty comfortable with that.
so where are you from?
Oh, me?
Yeah, Mr. Catlett, you say that you love the West so much, but I happen to think that, I mean, you don't have much of an accent at all, so I'm
You're
just
very
wondered
right.
whereabouts you from.
I'm an East Coast boy myself. Came down, New York, Boston.
Oh,
Traveled
like
around some.
the cities, or
Exactly. Then when the chance was there, I struck west. Wanted to see what was out here, experience the real America.
oh, I suppose there's not too much out here really. A lot of prairie dogs and tumbleweeds, and that's about it. Nice skies though.
Oh, beautiful skies. And Ida is rolling her eyes at us.
You can't see that. She's behind the trailer.
But Dren can.
Catlett can just sense
The whole
it
point of the hat, remember?
mysteriously.
That's true. She did telegraph that hat.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair. I stand corrected.
Yeah, Ida and Trenton are both like this behind and just making eyes at each other like, what the fuck?
I can see like Catlett also like with like kind of the arm half around her,
he's-
talking sideways.
So,
I've seen
What
this
is it
with
like
predatory
to-
coyotes before. They sneak up on the prey.
What is it like to the east?
Oh, the east? East is it's a very different animal than the west. It's built up, roads
Is an
everywhere.
animal.
No, it's not an actual animal.
It is a direction. I know.
It is a direction, yes. But the towns there are fully stocked, brick buildings all over, not steamships, but I guess probably steamships. Given
Steamships, yeah.
stuff, yeah. So steamships coming in and out of port all the time. Railways stretching as far.
What'd
as
you all
can
do
imagine.
back there? Like, what kind of work did you do before you came out here? What did your parents do? I'm just curious. What do y'all come from? Because my parents were just farmers. But I mean, to be fair, I'm not. Well, I mean, I'm from further back east myself. I'm actually from near Atlanta.
Oh, okay. No fault there.
Nah, most of the faults are out by California.
So I hear. I'm kind of interested in seeing all that.
Yeah.
But I came from a bit of a wealthy stock. My family was in all manner of business, mining and shipping, and a little bit into the railways. I myself, though, was more enamored with geology and surveying. I love maps and exploration, so seemed traveling to the west was a natural extension of that.
See, this is why we get along. I also love maps.
Well, that sounds really romantic. What about, and you came all the way out here yourself, Miss Frida?
Me?
You didn't bring a husband or anything like that over?
No, I got lost on an expedition and found up here.
Were you down in Mecca? Pardon me, were you down in Mexico?
Something like that.
Oh, down in
To
South
be honest,
America.
I'm sad to be so far from home, but this is nice and warm.
It is that. It is that. It's very warm around here. Honestly,
My story is quite boring, to be honest. My parents were at the Institute for Scientific Exploration. I was born at the Institute for Scientific Exploration. We did scientific exploration.
oh. That don't sound boring. That sounds like it was a life full of scientific exploration.
Oh, it was that for sure.
It
But
sounds
nothing like Mr. Catlett.
No, I think that Mr. Catlett has quite an exciting youth behind him. Myself, I mean, I've only actually been out this far for about a year or so. I'm still getting used to it, I guess. It's nice. It's just when you talk about New York and Boston, I just kind of miss the people, you know? Just so much bustle. I also
No.
miss the food.
The food was something.
Man,
Although there's
not a huge
a
fan of
rustic
beans.
character to the food out here. It's
That's a way
It is-
to.
Chewy.
at times, yeah.
I had a dog.
What
named
can I say?
Chewy.
I found the spices and articulation of the culinary palates back east not particularly inviting.
Well, you ever had a sweet potato pie?
I don't believe I
No.
have.
Oh, you have to have a right proper sweet potato pie. It is absolutely phenomenal. Now the problem is, and this is going to be one of those big problems that you come across. Of course, like coming out of Georgia, like I did. I mean, there is a bit of a debate right now because when Lincoln was in, there was this big push for trying to bring down and put in the pecan pie, which I got to admit is a tastier pie than sweet potato by a very slim margin. But you know, none of the people down in Atlanta will do it, and there's some reasons behind that, I guess. It's kind of, well, I mean, you know, the debacle. don't know how far down south you make it, but and she just goes on and on about this. By the way, this is an actual thing. The South resisted the implementation of the pecan pie for a long time because the pecan pie was something that you could grow in the North and was a product that did not require lots of manpower to do, while the sweet potato was a slave crop. And trying to enforce the pecan pie as the holiday pie in the South was an anti-slavery abolition movement done through a pie. And the South resisted by enforcing sweet potato pie as their national, basically Thanksgiving pie more than anything. You can find some interesting history on this if you.
Now I feel bad for liking sweet potato pie better than pecan.
It is okay now.
Good.
It is okay now, but like it definitely is weird. Also, modern pecan pie they use a lot more syrup in it, so it is too sweet because of that. But pecans are great. Look up the history of pecans because actually, Tasting History with Max Miller did a great pecan episode, and the legend of the pecan and how it affected indigenous tribes in North America and what they did with it is pretty impressive.
The more you know.
I'm really curious now. I'm gonna have to investigate.
Actually, is there a bakery in town?
Well, I mean, the saloon does have.
Because if there's any place that would offer both pies, we should definitely get some and share them.
Oh, I think the only way that you're gonna have any pie is if I make you a pie, and I don't think
a sweeter deal still.
Well, I mean, I suppose I don't have an oven or nothing. I'm definitely not going to have an oven or nothing after about 2 days from now.
You never made a campfire pie, Abby?
Ma'am, I got to be honest with you. I haven't made very many campfires, let alone a campfire pie. I mean, I just came out here, like I said, about a year ago to live with my uncle. And, I mean, he's been trying. He's a good guy. He's just real gruff. He was, he was my mom's older brother. And, well, he definitely has got the old. Seems he got crotchety about 20 years earlier than he was scheduled to.
Well, I'm sure we can do some culinary experiments, as I'm sure Mr. Catlett would call them.
Well, I'll make sure to...
I believe that's more Frida's line.
Oh, fair.
I will take notes.
Do you cook?
Me?
Me?
Well, a little.
Either of you.
Kind of
really.
have to when you don't have someone to cook for you.
Well, I just wasn't...
Been on an expedition.
Well, I just wasn't sure if because y'all are a little traveling party, right? Little posse. I wasn't sure if the menfolk left all the cooking to you.
We only recently became acquainted.
Oh, okay.
Trenton will ding the skillet hanging on his horse's pack in the back.
And I'm also pretty sure if we suggested that, Ida would, downright thrash us.
I would
we
imagine.
can learn.
They would get bored.
If it means anything, I'm pretty famous for my campfire sugar pies.
I think we need to have a campfire pie competition then, Mr. Skinner.
I fully support this proposal.
I got $5 I'm willing to lose. In fact, I'll even let Thomas cut the first piece of pie.
Am I the impartial judge in all this?
You got to be careful, Mr. Catlett, or else you're not going to be able to fit on a horse by the end of these contests.
Means like
She has called you old and fat now.
well, it seems like
She is not meant to, but I would point out she has the hindrances curious and big mouth. So she says all the wrong stuff.
Same.
Mood.
Yeah, I think Catlett will have like the static grin going on while the processing's going on.
If you ask me, I think Thomas will probably be the first one to stick his finger in everybody's pies.
Why Trenton, I would never commit such a heinous culinary crime.
Even if it's offered to you?
Well, if you offer it to me, that's a whole other deal.
Well, then I guess we're going to have to fire up my skillet later. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it looks like we're here.
Convenient.
As you ride into Sutter's Flats. As you head inside, she takes you up to the general store, whose name was established in the first episode somewhere.
Sure was.
Yep, sure was. That general store. As you head up to it, she heads inside and produces a list of supplies, heads to the general store, pulls up one, pulls Catlett and Frida along, since you were sitting up there, to help carry the load. And pretty soon, you are mostly just going to be standing around the shop idly, waiting for her to, basically get the supplies as she reads them off the list. Oh, I need, and let's see, I need canvas spurs, straps, 2 extra chaps, I need 4 curry combs, I need 3 lariats, that laminated map that I asked from you 2 months ago, sir. As well as I need 20 pounds of soap, as well as all that feed that should be in here, as well 16 blankets, 40 yards of cotton, as well as 20 good sharp sewing needles and pins to match. Let's see, what else we got here? And she's gonna go through a list. I've got like a list of things you bring on a Cal Drive, but it's a modern one, so I'm like, probably not the camera.
Or a laminated. Do they do lamination?
Oh, fair. That's good.
It's probably waxed in oil.
I was gonna say a wax.
It was a
canvas,
well, waxed one. I mean, what's a lamination? The we need to avoid the lamination. It's they moved in out here after the war.
Group of snake people? Isn't that what lamias are?
Yeah, you don't want to know. All right. And so as she is ordering all of that stuff, she's in there for about 5 minutes as the rest of you are just kind of hanging outside by the horses, keeping an eye on things.
Probably watering the horses and brushing burrs off of them.
So as you're doing that, you're going to hear the sound of some horses approaching. I mean, it's a town. This is literally what is everywhere, right? The sound of people moving through. But before long, a band of, the same Bayou Vermilion gunmen that you recognized before ride up. Phelps at the front. Now, Phelps, to describe him, basically looks about like that. And those of you who are just listening in, he kind of looks like a discount Tony Stark. So pointy, hollow. He looks kind of like a discount Doctor Strange, kind of like that very long Vincent Price face, mustache, goatee, all oiled and black underneath a broad black hat. A few feet away, a few dozen feet away, he takes a good look at you as you're watering the horse. I commend you on your stubbornness, if not your common sense. Most would have cleared out ahead of the storm that is surely coming for you. Instead, you chose to leave the lazy ass where you held, at least for the moment, a numerical advantage. Do any of you have a known reputation for being a gunslinger?
I think we both do.
Yeah, I actually have. It was one of my disadvantages. An enemy somewhere. So.
Yeah.
No, it's fair. And Ida, do you have any disadvantages that would like notoriety or anything?
I don't have notoriety, but I have a thing where people are like after me.
Oh.
Like I think it's one of the like devils something. I can't remember what it's called, but she is a hired gun and good at it. So she may not have a proper reputation, but she could be known.
Now, I noticed
my hindrances are major cursed, trouble magnet, and a minor enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I had Grim Servant of Death.
Oh, remind me what that one does again. Do you remember?
I gotta remember. I think it's just that people die around me.
All right.
Oh, that's what I was gonna take, the same one that Trenton has, but I ended up taking that one instead with just a generalized background as there's people after me.
All right, so I will have to double check Grim Servant of Death because I think that will.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Please do, because I think that'll be interesting.
You spell that?
El Cheapo. No. Grim Servant.
I've got it, I think. Yep, Grim Servant of Death. I got it.
What page is it on?
15.
Yeah.
Bottom right-hand corner.
Way back in. Okay, you're a killer. Caliber shooting iron. The good news is you add +1 to every damage roll you ever make, whether from fighting, shooting, or arcane skill. Anytime your attack roll is a critical failure, you hit an ally. Even hand to hand.
Lucky. I guess you got lucky with the hat shooting.
Well, that wasn't a fighting roll. That was a notice roll.
Right.
So that was the only deal. Any friendly soul player characters are primary though. Even hand-to-hand attacks. This may require a little imagination, but either the weapon flies out of the hero's hand and strikes a friend, or the hero moves and just adjacently gets whacked. That's funny. All right.
Forgot about that one. Anyway, continuing on.
Continue on. So I've noticed that Mr. Sutter has hired some gunmen. Well, how about we make this fair? Any of you brave enough to draw iron against a real gunslinger?
How many of them are there?
There are, one moment please, +1 per player character. That's boop. Boop. There are a total of 7 of them, including him.
And Tassara is there?
Tassara is not there.
Catlett will cast kind of a little bit of a worried look towards Trenton and Ida and probably kind of like move into the doorway. You know.
Actually, you don't quite hear this.
Oh, because you guys are inside.
Yeah, you guys are inside. You're in the general store.
Oh, okay. He's probably perusing the different types of sugar candy then.
Ooh, there's a lollipops. You get one of those big circle lollipops, like
While making eye contact. Ah!
Well, it's really hard to drink on because you're just looking over this big circle.
Yeah.
See this?
You called it the sunrise. You're like, hey.
Sunrise delight.
Hello.
Afternoon delight. Ooh, piece of candy. Thank you, Soul. Thank you. That's in my head now. Ooh, yeah, James Woods walks through the. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Pang, pang, bang, bang. Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm gonna kind of shoot a glance over at Trenton to sort of get a vibe if we want to antagonize these guys or not.
Oh, come on, don't be shy.
I get the feeling Trenton's probably like cinching up some of the leather straps on his horse, and without even looking back over his shoulder, I ain't got no quarrel with you.
Ida will stay quiet and be doing something similar.
Well, I suppose if you're yellow, I don't have to draw iron on you. I would have thought better of a pair of gunslingers.
You trying to start problems, or you just want
No,
me
I'm just here to
end them?
finish them. I was hoping for a challenge. It's been a while since I've actually gone against anyone with a reputation, and both of you have a little bit of a reputation around here.
It's not much of a challenge if you show up here with, what, more than triple our numbers, and what, we shoot you, the rest of your men take us out?
I can't control what they do, but I can control... Let me put it this way. I'll make it easy on the rest of you. I'll only put one of you in a pine box.
I think you should start learning how to control your mouth. How about you go start that?
So I'm to guess that you're turning down my offer of a duel.
Go back to adjusting bags.
Well, can't say I didn't offer. Draw. And they're going to open fire on you, and I think that's a great time to go to a quick break.
Oh, great.
So we'll
Beat
be
me to
right
it,
back,
damn it.
folks.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome back to the portion of the program where we talk to the chat. Sorry. My brain's a little floaty today because, like I said, I have a cold. I'm hoping it's just a cold.
It is just a cold.
I think, well, I don't think
Fingers
that...
crossed.
I don't think the thing that will get us flagged on YouTube for mentioning...
No. I was saying it as like an affirmation to like confirm to you that yes, it is a cold. I've
No, I know, but I
decided
don't think
Putting
that...
that out there into the
Universal
universe.
Exactly. Yes.
I also don't think that
Yeah.
a sore throat is one of the symptoms.
No, it's I mean, it's one of those things that there's a lot of weird symptoms, but that is a very less common one.
Right, so I think it'll be fine. Anyway, so welcome back, everybody. We're talking to the chat right now. Oh, hey, Bong, thanks for gifting that sub. So if you're here for the first time right now, folks, this is the portion of the program where we talk to you for a few minutes. And can I get everybody to reset their choke? You know what? Hold on, I'll just do it real quick. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, right.
Okay,
'cause this
no,
scenes.
Frida, you're fine. Well, Frida, I got you at 4. Got you at 4.
Inexplicably fine.
Inexplicably fine. Boop. And mine are working now. So Thomas Catlett's the only one that... Oh, no,
Okay.
Mike's turned off. There they are. They're back.
Huzzah! Welcome back.
All right. So, hey, folks, how's it going? Welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive. If there's anything you want to chat about, like, hit us up in the chat right now. We will talk about it. Besides that, so I've got an idea for a one-shot game over the holidays if I have time. And, yeah, I'm going to be taking precautions. I'm not going out to the... I don't think I'm going out to the store or anything. I'm just going to stay in.
Solid choice.
I'm going to stay in tonight and watch The Witcher is what's going to happen.
Nice.
Oh, and I'd like to point out, hi, yeah, this is Owen Wilson, and
Wow.
wow, I was just thinking, like, if I'm gonna be in this show, like, I should probably do something more cowboy. That would be, yeah. Hey,
Yeehaw.
maybe I could get my friend Vance in on this too.
Yee and perhaps ha.
Yes, please.
Wow, that'd be
You want
great.
Vince Vaughn in this? Does Vince Vaughn have any mannerisms?
He gets really excited about stuff,
Yeah.
doesn't he? He talks like
Yeah.
that.
Does he? Does Vince Vaughn do that?
I think so. When he's
Yeah,
in
like-
comedies with Owen Wilson, he does.
Anchorman
Oh.
2.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Anchorman 2.
Oh, Anchorman 2. Just like look up
I
the.
walked out of it.
Did
You
you?
gotta look up the part where the newscasters are having a fight because Jim Carrey as the Canadian newscaster is amazing.
I
Yeah,
watched
that-
the fight scene. The fight scene was very good.
Yeah.
Rest of the movie wasn't to your liking?
I walked out because in the first movie, I can believe that Christina Applegate falls for Will Ferrell because she in that film is equally as ridiculous and horrible. You cannot convince me for a moment that the woman who's the boss and ends up in a relationship with Will Ferrell's character would have anything to do with him. You cannot
Hold on.
convince me, and it's so hard to watch.
So that
But
is...
the one that ends up with Brick, that's just comedic gold.
That's yeah, they're precious. I like them.
Who's the cast here? So...
Yeah,
She-
like I like everybody else in it.
Wait, Kristen
It's-
Wiig?
No,
Yeah.
the late she's like young and gorgeous, and it's like not even fair how attractive she is.
Megan Good?
Possibly.
She's...
Mm.
Liam Neeson's in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, Megan Megan Good. She's this like incredibly powerful, attractive, like really forceful woman. And they play it at the beginning of she just wants to have sex with him. She's like, no, I'm using you for sex. But then she like introduces him to her family and like gets upset when he like does dumb things. It's like, I can buy that you're using him. I can't buy that you're invested in this relationship. Anywho, that's my problems with Anchorman 2, having not watched the whole thing.
Weird. All right.
Anyway.
So, folks, we're looking at some potential games over the holidays, but I'll let you know more about that when the time is right. I have to make sure that I'm not like double booking myself on like holidays, because there's apparently a lot of dinners and things that I was not aware of.
I'm going to be playing the next 2 Witchlight games from my mom's house in my childhood bedroom.
How's your internet out there?
Good. My stepdad he works for EA and he's a programmer. So, and he works from home. So
Nice.
The internet's quite good.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be really good. So, Witchlight will be returning as semi-normal. It'll be coming back this Tuesday instead of Monday for any of you who are Witchlight fans. Shards of Nirn is coming back on the 5th, the first Wednesday. Reign of Emrys is finishing on the 9th, and Secret of Hexeter House is on the 30th this month, which is weird, but we're gonna do our best. I hope they just join the villain. I really hope that they just. It's been so long they've forgotten what they did, what had happened to them throughout the game.
Join the dark side of the Force. Okay, that sounds good.
Someone watching the series through on YouTube is gonna be like, doesn't make any sense why they joined this person. Like, they spent the entire game getting hurt by them. It's like they just forgot everything that happened to them.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you don't have a game for 6 months.
Yeah, truly.
All right.
Really should have written down the descriptions for my totally not arcane powers. The titles.
Yeah, so now use your speedy
mechanics
hips.
for these. I will use them.
Speedy hips.
Use them. That's
They
has so
never
many
lie.
connotations. They are truthful and quick.
So, quick reminder, all of you, it is the holiday season. Be kind to each other, be kind to yourselves, and take care of yourselves. Do not overdo it, and know where to draw boundaries when you're dealing with family, because family, yeah. If you're going to see your family this year, if you're taking another year off from family, I hope that it is a positive experience for you. Like this year, I think this is like 2 years that I haven't seen my mom because she's down in the States and we're up in Canada. So that's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. It was even weird, like Christmas of 2020, we didn't do anything, and I'm just from the mainland. Like that, I just hopped the ferry over, and that's what it is. But we ended up seeing each other in like March, right when they kind of lifted the restrictions, just before they put the restrictions back. So I kind of snuck over, saw my family for a day, and then snuck back. Yeah, it's and even that for me, like I only see my family twice a year at that, if that, and that was strange. So you have my many sympathies and love and hugs.
Well, I don't want your sympathies. I want your bullets. So let's go ahead and
You will have them.
let's head back into game in a minute and do some rootin', tootin', fighting, shooting. Oh, all right. Anybody else got anything to announce? Sorry, I'm a little less
wonderful, and we love you.
Oh, thank you very much. I was about to say, I'm sorry, I'm a little less chipper than normal. I'm just feeling a little under the weather and hoping that it is just.
Nobody holds it against you.
Oh, well, I know that we kind of talked about this on a certain Patreon.
It hasn't been released to the Patreon yet, so don't talk about it.
No, but I'm saying I'm working on a thing that will probably show up for Christmas, so it's a thing, and I'm not going to talk about it. Other than if you
keep an ear out.
Yeah, if you want to just keep an eye out, things will happen.
Okay. And for those of you
join
who
the Discord.
Sure, join the Discord. If you want to get more Dork Tales content, quick reminder that the stream basically survives on the generosity of our viewers. So every subscription and every member of the Patreon helps bring the stream life and love and happiness and brings more stuff into the world. So if you have a couple bucks, join the Patreon. You'll get your name at the end of episodes. For $5, you get a free podcast every month, maybe twice a month this month. I gotta book time for that. Another podcast. Put that on the list.
It was really fun though, because we got to just talk shop.
Yeah, it's mostly us just shooting the shit, but it's pretty fun. And usually I put some fun stuff at the beginning. Trauma Train Rich. Okay, that's a name. But hey, happy gaming to you too. Howdy, y'all. All right, and hopefully we're going to be doing a bunch of great stuff in the new year. Real quick, so Seraph, really sorry to hear that. I hope that you are doing okay. I just noticed that you suffered a tragedy, and hats off to you. Oh God, my hair is awful. What is it?
The both of yous.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Seraph.
So, best of luck. Sorry to hear that. That's always a really rough one, especially with everything that's going on. It's probably going to be pretty hard to find as much peace as you deserve right now. But
we have a really good community over in the Discord. If you ever want to talk, we have a whole
whole
for
party heal
dealing with stuff
channel.
like that.
So positive stuff and just fun stuff. So
Dark
cheers.
Tales is family.
Truly.
Which means that we have Vin Diesel.
Yeah. How amazing would that be? Are you kidding me?
Someone
We
tweet
actually
that.
got Vin Diesel.
Go tweet him
Vin Diesel
immediately.
constantly. Like, hey, we're a family, and you need to be part of that.
I'll let you play that barbarian, that half-orc barbarian of yours. Come on in.
Yes. You can play Riddick. We'll let you play Riddick. We'll even stream it so your Riddick dreams can continue.
God, Riddick is literally just like Vin Diesel ripping off Conan, and I love it. Like
Yeah.
it's unapologetic.
I love it too.
And it's just him being
Have you-
like,
have you
yep, I'm
played-
Riddick.
If you watch
Have you played the Riddick game?
Yep,
I've
Escape-
heard it's actually pretty good.
it's really good. Escape from Butcher
Yeah.
Bay, really good.
Inexplicably great. Yeah.
If you have a PS2, I can loan it to you. I've got a copy. Or a PS3 or whatever can work backwards.
I think it
Oh,
it
they
was
are backward
3.
compatible. I will
Some-
have one for the next couple of months and then not.
Okay, so I can loan it to you if you get it back to me in good shape, because it's hard to find one of these days. But also, if you watch the behind the scenes featurette for Chronicles of Riddick, you get to see Vin Diesel in his prime form, which is the nerdiest man with that many muscles that you could imagine. It's him just like because Vin Diesel has this kind of like, I'm Vin Diesel. But instead he's like, oh my God. So guys, we need to go behind the set and look, they do this. This is, I don't know how they make this stuff. It's so cool. And he just he's such a fucking nerd when he's not on camera. And it's so cute.
I love it.
I would love to see him and Cavill in the same room. That would be fun.
Oh my
Just nerding
God.
and stuff.
Just
cash or
two-
credit, coin,
Yes.
Star
just
Star
the
Trek or
absolute
Star
nerd.
Wars, Stargate. God, it's such a
Babylon
nerd.
5, let's go.
Oh yeah, Babylon 5. Nice.
There you go.
I've never watched Babylon 5. I need to get on that. Wait, have I watched Babylon 5?
Totally worth it. The CGI has not aged well, but it could have aged worse. But the show's great.
Oh, you know what? I watched the start of the miniseries. Babylon 5's the one with the Cylons, right?
That's
No.
Battlestar Galactica.
That's Battlestar.
Oh, never mind. I haven't watched Babylon.
That's Battlestar Galactica. Totally.
They came out at
different.
the same time, so
Yeah.
Mm,
Babylon
Bat-
5 is basically DS9.
Yeah.
And
not
there
that
was-
there
DS9 was
a
literally
lawsuit.
made to compete with it.
There was Babylon 5,
Yeah.
like a movie, right? That was like back in the 70s.
60s there was a show. There was a miniseries.
There was a show. Okay.
That would have probably been
And then it
more Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of B shows
Yeah.
out there.
Babylon 5 was the 90s.
Oh, Battlestar
There are-
Galactica. That's what I was thinking.
well, I'm
We
going to show
like-
my
we like
age,
the
and
bees.
I'm going to be like, Space 1999. Hello.
I liked. Oh, what was it called? The one with the puppets.
Thunderbirds?
No, it was like a live action.
Jim Henson's.
Yeah. And there was the guy that floated around in little discs.
Farscape?
Farscape. Oh, that was so good. Everyone
Farscape
forgets
was
about that one. I always forget the
weird.
name.
Or the Canadian
loved it.
version, Lex.
Right?
I remember that.
On like
Oh.
Sci-Fi
Mhm.
Channel.
Mhm.
Oh, yes.
Was it called the
So
Sci-Fi
good.
Channel up here?
No, it was Space up here.
Oh, that's right. Because
Sci-Fi.
honestly, like so I didn't move to Canada until I was like in my late teens. And honestly, it was like walking into a grocery store aisle and having everything be the store brand. It was just like, all right, let's check out what's on MTV. You mean Much Music? I guess, sure. Okay, well, why don't we'll go grab some coffee at like Starbucks. Whoa, is Tim Hortons okay?
Okay, quick catch up for those that don't know the plot of Space 1999. Humans have made a base on the moon. The moon gets blasted out of orbit, shoots through outer space, and meets all sorts of alien races and stuff. It's mind-blowing for the 1970s.
So I guess you could say that's no moon.
That's no moon.
Also, yes, Red Dwarf. Top notch.
Yeah,
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf. Yeah.
All right.
They're all dead.
Should we get into shootout?
Speaking of red dwarves, let's not. And let's head back into Deadlands. All right, so folks, let's go back in. Y'all ready for some gunfire
Yes.
and some trouble? Let me get my carbine gun turned up so we got the sound effects. And do I have the whistle? Please tell me they've got the dual sound. Oh, gunfight. Hold on. How's it go? Oh, it's literally just like gunshots. Okay. All right. Let's head back in. 3, 2. Hello and welcome back to Deadlands here on Dork Tales. And thank you for not bringing up Cowboys versus Aliens during the break.
Yet.
Yeah. All right, folks. So here is the way that we are going to do things. I need you all to draw a card right now. Even those of you who are inside of the place. You're gonna go ahead and draw a card, and I will take a note. Actually, pop them in the chat right now, and I will jot them down. So, I'm just gonna call out, and if you beat me, let me know.
Over here.
5 of spades. Anybody got higher than that in spades? Okay. Has everybody drawn one?
Yes, mine's in my
thought I
square
did.
that corresponds on the screen.
Okay. I've got... Okay. All right, so then going down...
I drew a 7. Who else drew a 7?
7, I don't see your card.
I drew a 7 of hearts.
Okay.
Which one are you... Did you draw the 7 of diamonds?
I don't know, I clicked it and I thought like it popped up on screen and then it didn't like
Oh,
land
well, I was
anywhere.
clicking it to draw it too.
Oh, okay, so maybe we just clicked at the same time.
You know what? Diamonds is worse, so you take that 4 of hearts you drew.
Okay.
So I'm just going to have all of the goons work on their own initiative, just to keep like the initiative flowing smoothly. So going down, so spades, any spades? No. Hearts, what do we got? Got who had the king of hearts?
Me.
Okay, so Phelps followed by Ida, who's got the 7 of hearts.
That's
That
me.
was Frida. Who's got the 4 was Trenton.
Yeah.
And then we're down to diamonds, which is okay. So good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we've got Catlett. Which, unfortunately, sorry, Catlett, you drew the lowest card in the deck.
Well, no, I think it's kind of fitting though, because I've probably got my head like shoved up something, right? Like.
All right, Kings, let's do
I
it.
see.
Okay, so let me just get some action music going. Nah, I'm not going to use that action. I'm going to use a good one. I hit stop. That means you stop. Thank you.
Hi, Raid.
Hello, Raid. You're just here for a gunfight. All right. Boop. Where is my gunfight music? Damn it. Gunfight, gunfight, gunfight. The whole... What did you just punch?
It's just elbow to plate. That is
That's fine.
secretly right here in the background. You can't
No, it's
see.
not. Battlefield on the Gulch? Is that what I want? Yeah, I'll roll with this. All right. Let me just jot this down. Battlefield. All right, as you all stand outside the trop, you decline Phelps's duel, and with a sneer, he goes, "Well, I offered. Just die then," and then draws and begins shooting. His men coiled for the attack as well. That is going to be his turn first. I'm gonna say you don't have surprise. or he doesn't have surprise on you.
We
Since
were all pretty sure this was gonna happen.
honestly, it was probably coming. But that means that he's gonna draw. I would like you and Trenton to both make me just roll me a spirit die and tell me what you get.
Just a spirit, no additional piece. 6.
6.
1, 6.
And you can add plus
2.
A 2. Okay. So you smarted off to him, but you caused a bigger moment in his head, Ida. So he is going to aim for you with his shot. What is my... Ooh, and he's actually going to fan the hammer.
Oh dear.
Let's see. So, single action revolver. Okay, boop, boop, boop.
If he's fanning the hammer, he's not planning on dueling.
Yeah.
Well, no,
that's
you
for sure.
you declined his duel. Now he's just shooting you in the face.
The back. I had my back turned to him.
Well, he's not shooting you. He's shooting Christa, who's facing
That's
him.
true.
So, Ida, these are coming in at you. Okay, so you are at close enough range that is a difficulty of 4. So, with this, that is going to be... boop, boop, boop. That's 2 hits. None of them are raises, at least, which is good for you. So that is going to be... so I'm going to bring them in at once. So the Colt Peacemaker is 2d6 plus 1.
And then you minus my toughness. That's how that works.
From each shot, yeah.
From each shot. Okay.
So the first one is going... What's your toughness?
4.
Okay, so the first one is going to be 4, 5. So that's going to be 6. So that first one is going to be a hit. You're going to be winged by that one for damage.
For 2 damage.
For 2 damage, yep. And the next one is a 2, 3, 4, 6. That is going to be 9 minus 6, so 3. And
No, only minus 4.
Oh shit, you're right. Sorry, I was thinking of someone else's toughness. My bad.
Let me kill myself.
Okay.
5?
No. So that's going to be minus 4. So that'll be 5. So the way this works, when you are hit for damage, when you take damage, if the damage is less than your toughness, you are beaten up a little bit, but nothing goes through. Each raise is also inflicts a wound. So you are shaken now.
Okay.
So so basically, if the damage is equal or greater than your toughness, you are shaken. So shaken, you are nicked, bruised, or otherwise rattled. You may only take free actions like moving, including running, at the start of your turn. Shaken characters must attempt to recover from being shaken by making a spirit roll. So basically, like, you're stunned, and at the beginning of your turn, you can try to shake it off. On a success, you're not shaken and may act normally. You can spend a Benny to remove shaken. You can also spend a Benny to try to absorb some of this, but you didn't get injured, so I would say probably not for this.
Well, so how does this... So, because a 5 would be a raise, wouldn't it? Or would
Oh
would
shit! No, you're right. You're
where does that count as?
So one moment. Each raise on the damage roll. Yeah. So you are going to be shaken, and you are going to take an injury. So you can try to soak that injury with a Benny if you like.
Okay, because so if it was 2 damage, does that count as anything?
So it counts as shaken.
4?
So that's 2 after your toughness.
Okay, so the successes
my
count
damage
before
was
toughness.
6 and 9. Nice.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Probably not, but that's fine.
Okay. I'm just going to go through it super quick. So the first shot levels off at you and fires. It's going to strafe directly against the side of your chest. Is not going to hit your mark as you kind of turn to grab your gun, but it's going to kind of glance by you. Your toughness is 4. It was 6 damage, so it's going to be 2 over your toughness, meaning you are shaken by that. It's going to scrape you. That almost hit your heart. You're going to be a little rattled. Okay? So you have the shaken condition. The next one, though, is as he fans the hammer, is going to actually hit you. And this one, unless you use a Benny to try to soak the damage from this one is going to hurt you and do an injury. You can take 3.
I would like to use a Benny.
Okay, so using a Benny to absorb damage, the way it works is suspend one of your Bennies.
Did.
Okay, and the way you can do this is to make a soak roll. So Page 96 is soak roll. We do so much role play that I always forget the combat.
I know.
So you can soak more than once per. You can't soak more than once per attack, but you can use. Okay, so you make a vigor roll.
Vigor. Oh, that's not good.
Each
for me.
success reduces the number of wounds from that attack by 1, meaning you only need 4.
I don't make it, so I take it anyway.
Okay, so that is going to be a wound on you. So that is going to be, fittingly enough, that is going to be a gut shot. Let's see how bad it is. Okay, so that's a 2, broken. So that is what's going to happen is the first one is going to fire off and is going to strafe right through the top of your shirt, kind of glancing underneath your underarm. It's going to be bloody as it fires, and you're going to have trouble like getting your shirt on for the next couple of days just because it hurts as it fires off. But the next one is what's going to get you. It's going to go lower, right underneath your breast, and is going to slam into the side of your rib cage. Is going to go in, but it's going to shatter several of your ribs. Little bits of bone fragment are going to be sticking outside your skin. Your agility is reduced by a die type.
My agility. Shit. Does that affect my? That doesn't affect my skills though, right?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
I do not believe so. And if it does, at me in the comments.
Okay.
Okay, so with that is Phelps' turn as 2 bullets fly into you. And remember, you have 1 wound. You can take 3 wounds total. We're at the start of your turn. You are shaken. You are nicked, bruised, or otherwise rattled from that first hit that kind of went through you. You have 1 wound, which means you're a -1 on your pace and on all trait rolls. Okay, so whatever you roll, you're at a -1, except on damage. Okay?
Got it.
So, right now, success. You need to make me a spirit roll. This is a free action at the start of your turn.
Okay. Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. So, you are shaken. You can only perform free actions this round unless you spend a Benny.
I'm gonna spend a Benny to shoot this asshole.
Sounds great. Go ahead. Make me a shot.
Got my Winchester. Shots D12. That's 2 successes. I got an 8.
Okay, so that's a raise on that. So go ahead and roll me damage.
6 +1 from my. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized that should be a 7 because I have -1 for my wound. So it's only 1 success.
Okay, so one success. So that means that you add a.
I just do damage, right?
Yeah, you just do damage, but you got 1 raise on that, so you add a d6.
No, I didn't get a raise on it because I only got a 7.
Oh yeah, it's every past the first 4. Damn.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. So that's 6 +1 damage plus the damage for my Grim Reaper of Death. So that's 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay,
Yeah.
That is gonna bypass my toughness. But you know what? I like this guy. So, well, what is my vigor? Vigor is okay, so that's going to inflict. How is it? I'm just checking one thing. So applying damage.
Yeah.
So here's the question: if the damage roll is less than the target's toughness, the victim is beaten up a bit, and there's no game effect. If the damage is equal to or greater, he's shaken. You suffer a wound for every raise to the damage roll and is shaken on that.
Okay.
So what it seems to me is that your toughness is basically a barrier for entry of damage.
Okay.
So it doesn't affect you unless it beats your armor. But then if you get like 3 successes, you take all of the points of damage because it bypasses you, right? Okay. So in that case, you might have had another point of damage, but I'm not going to give it to you. So I'm going to give it to him instead. So 1 sec. I'm going to spend a Benny to re-roll that. And, well, that's going to be 1 wound for him taken off. That's something at least.
Do I get it to move as well?
Yes, if you spent for that, you do.
I'd like to move around to the other side of my horse to get some cover.
Sounds good.
Your poor horse.
I know.
Okay.
I assume there's not really anything else that I can get cover. I could dive behind the water troughs maybe, but.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
Might be
check
able
what
to dive into the store.
I'm gonna check what I can do real quick with my bennies because I rarely get to use them and I want to. So many things to use. Okay, so reroll a trait, recover from shaken, soak rolls. So you can only do one per. Reroll damage, regain power points, influence the story. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna burn another Benny to keep him on his feet.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so your bullet is going to fire out. You're using your rifle, right?
Yes.
Okay, so where are you aiming? I need you to roll me 2d6 to see where you hit him.
I'm just gonna aim for a body shot. I'm not gonna try to be fancy with it.
Well, roll me 2d6 and see where the wound ends up anyway. Please, if you roll 2.
6.
Okay, so yeah, body shot's perfect. Roll me a d6 again.
Another one. 5.
5. All right, that is busted. You are going to catch him right in the side of the pec, which is going to just do a significant amount of damage to basically his upper body. He's going to have minus dice to his strength rolls for that. All right, so Ida, you're going to dodge behind your horse. Frida in the inside. Can you make me a notice check?
For a gunshot.
Sure.
It's the Old West.
I think we're up to 3 gunshots now.
Yes.
Or no, more than that.
1, 2, 3.
No, it's only 3.
I have an 11, actually.
11? Okay, that's enough that you're going to notice that there's something going on outside. It looks like guns being fired directly into the side of the general store.
Well, that ain't good, as the locals say. I guess. Well, she's wearing her apron and stuff. She probably has her kit with her, so she's gonna head outside.
Okay, so
and take a look to see what's going on.
As you step out the front, you'll see the wagon is parked directly in front of the general store, and nearby, the watering hole that's set up outside of the general store, basically more of a trough than anything, has Trenton kind of like with his back turned, kind of like in surprise, seeing what's going on, to this gunfight between, well, your posse and 7 armed men.
Oh, great. I think, and I will say it's probably up to you for whether or not she can do this in this turn, but her plan is to use an ability, which would require her to pull out a big old freaking device from her pack. Is that like a free
What does the
action,
ability
or does
do?
Pulling a... it is blind is the ability, but it's requiring her big old massive
I'll say
gadget.
yes. I'll say yes. You designed it so that it could be pulled out easy. I'll just give you a -1 on the roll.
Sure, that sounds great to me. She's gonna pull out what looks like a big old steampunk ray gun, pointed at all of them, and pull the trigger for 6 power points.
Holy crap.
Because she's trying to use a... She's going for the
6.
large burst template. She's going to blind everyone that she can. I also don't know how big a large burst template is. It says
Okay.
48, and I looked it up in the book, and it just shows a circle the size of the page, which doesn't help at all.
You know what? That'll be enough for this because they're all inside of 12.
Okay,
Yeah, I
well,
think
let's
that's
do some
48
weird
yards.
science. Where's my D10?
Jeez. So half the town is blind now.
Well, most of them are smart enough
she
to be
took very
inside during
defensive
this.
abilities.
Was it like a giant flashlight that shoots out like anti-light?
So
So
what
on
is?
my D10, I rolled a 10,
Oh crap!
and then only a 1. So I have an 11 on the mad science roll.
-1, so you have a 10.
Yep.
Doesn't really matter. So that's 2 raises. Or that's 1 raise. That's 1
where
raise.
is blind. Make novice, duration instant. Power temporarily blinds a target or targets, so I'm going for everyone in the whole area.
What page is this
So
on?
those affected must make an... I'm pulling this from a web version, because I found
fair.
that easier to search.
What's the
So
name of it?
This is the blind, so it's just BLIND. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the button she presses before she uses her other ability to run away.
Oh yeah, feet.
Burrow. She's blind and burrow. That's it.
She's a mole
I was
person.
literally about to say mole powers activate. All right, so what do I have to roll?
So those who are within the radius need to make an agility roll at -2 to avert their gaze and avoid the effect. It's a -4, or I guess it's a -4 because I got a raise on the attack roll.
Okay.
If they fail, they are shaken and have a -2 to parry on their next action. But if they botch, so they roll a 1 on their agility die. Oh, apparently it says if the target rolls a 1 on their agility die, regardless of the wild die, they're shaken and fully blind until they recover from being shaken.
Okay.
In which
so,
case they
That's
suffer a
rough
big
for
old
us.
penalty.
Yeah.
all
But it's
right.
hopefully rough for them too.
Yeah. Well, because they don't get the wild die, I think. So
Yeah, they don't get
they
the
have
wild
less
die at all.
chances of rolling okay, but
Okay, so let me just roll for my guys real quick. So both of you roll. So Ida and Trenton roll.
oh, it affects us too. Shit.
Yeah, it affects everybody. So this is an
Sorry.
agility at
Agility.
a
Oh, are you-
-4.
That's okay. My agility is pretty good. Just hoping to roll a 1.
Also, we have a
so-
note in our internal
Yeah.
chat that maybe rules are different from the one I'm seeing here.
So you're spending it for a large blast. So that's actually going to be only 5 power points.
Okay.
Unless because you
It's
spent for
totally different
vigor
than what I'm seeing
as
here.
so large. Yeah. So you have the modifiers at the bottom.
Do.
So blind power. So it's 2 power points plus 3 power points for area of effect. And
Oh, this is totally different rules. Okay, so I think my link is out of date, perhaps.
probably so -2 penalty to all actions. So this gives you a penalty, basically, to try to.
Yeah, and I think
So, yeah,
Oh
with
yeah,
the
so there's
long
no
blast-
roll to cover your eyes.
Yeah, everyone, but you can use vigor rolls each round to shake off the effect.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
So it's
this mo-
actually way better than the version that I had.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'm glad
yeah.
that you looked this up.
All right, so
Page 156.
that cost you 5 power points, and that could have gone very wrong and blown up in your face. So,
Well, I think I was probably spending 6 for the.
so this is
strong
near
too.
complete blindness with the raise. So that means -4 on all actions for all of you until, until you
Oof.
succeed in tests.
That
Maybe
includes
worse than I
us
thought
too,
it was
right?
going to be.
That includes everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody except for
Everybody's
Catlett.
Well, you're cooler, so hopefully you can get out of it soon.
That's true.
Wait, everyone except for me?
Yeah, you're still
Yeah.
inside. You don't even know this is happening.
Oh,
It's not-
hey. Glorious.
All right, so it's you. All right, Trenton, it's your turn. What do you do? A giant flash of light goes off, and suddenly you're seeing stars.
Okay, so what are my negatives or what
You're
do
at a
I do to shake
-4.
this off? And what am I doing to shake this off right
Not
now?
until the end of your turn.
End of my turn. Okay.
Oh no.
Or you can spend a Benny.
Well, I have so many bennies right now. That
All right, you can spend a Benny
yeah.
to
How
get
can
us.
I not one?
You can spend a Benny to -2 off that penalty. Make a roll. Make your vigor roll right now, and if you get a raise on the roll, you'll take care of the whole thing.
Okay. Where's my character sheet? There it is.
Oh, rules are different for Burrow too.
Oh, 8. Well, I just rolled 15 for my vigor roll.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, you're fine this turn. What do you do?
I am going to wheel around and full arm extend the revolver and put a bullet in the guy that fired shots.
All right, go ahead and give it to me. You're at a -0.
Okay. One of those. So minus nothing. So I've got a 10.
Okay. All right, so that's 1 raise. Good. Okay. So that roll me damage plus a d6.
Damage. Ooh. And plus a d6?
Plus a d6 because you got a raise, yeah. And your damage dice can explode.
And the gun
If
that
I'm
you
not-
gave me gives me +1, so 15.
15.
Yeah, I just rolled 2 5s and a 4, and I get +1 on the weapon, so.
Okay, that is a few points over that. Roll me 2d6, please.
2d6. That would be a 10.
10 is going to be... yeah, you're going to turn, aim, and fire, and your bullet is going to strike Phelps right at the top of his hip, where his leg joins, and he's gonna chuckle for a sec as he kind of leans back. You almost got my boy. And that's when you're going to see arterial spray coming out the artery that you just blew off.
Ooh.
And blood is gushing down the side of his horse. It just like someone turned a bucket upside down.
Oh.
Well,
I'm glad I can't really see this.
Alright. Okay, the goons can't see it because they're blinded, though. So they're all going to try to make some attacks. They're not going to fan the hammer or anything. They're going to kind of squint and, boss, you okay? And start pulling the trigger at you folks. So that is going to be a shooting roll, -4.
Do I get anything for cover?
Yeah, you'll get another -2 for your horse. 1, 2, 3,
Huzzah.
4, 5. Okay. Oh, well, damn. Two of them explode. One.
Damn it.
However, this is going to be hilarious. You're going to love this.
Shoot each other.
Let me do my job. Okay, I'm gonna spend to reroll that. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna spend. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm down 2 bullets for this. 1 sec.
No.
There we go. And come on. Okay. So that is 8, 16. Okay, -4. Okay. All right, so there is a... my bennies are not refreshing again. What if I did that? What if I do this? There we go. All right, so you are just going to hear a barrage of gunfire exploding all around you. Just... a couple of bullets are just going to like sing out of their pistols and just fire directly toward you. You're squinting, ducking, and dodging, and as you do, you are going to see, I got one, and one of them is going to dodge in front of the other one as he goes to put a gun right over your horse. Into your face, Ida, and you're going to be covered in blood as the man behind him pulls the trigger, evaporating his lower jaw. Gore is going to just explode around you.
Oh, goodness.
And I think I got it, he's going to say, as another bullet is going to ricochet into the side of his head. The man who shot the other man's head is going to mushroom and explode into the air, covering your horse in gore. And then that's that. There are a couple of other shots that are fired. One of them got a 9, which is going to be a 4 when that gets off. So one of them is going to fire into you, Ida, with a 4. That's going to be, so it was an 11. -4 is 7. -2 for your horse is still a hit. So he is gonna graze you at this. Let me roll damage though, because that's pretty low. Okay.
Go
What's your
under the
toughest?
horse, hit my leg. 4.
4. That is going to be... Just gotta check his gun. He has a 2d6 plus 1. Okay, so can you do me a favor? You're gonna take a... Do you take wounds after the first one? Or it's only raises?
It's only on raises.
Okay, so you're gonna get winged. You're gonna be shaken again unless you spend a Benny to get rid of it.
No, I'll stay shaken.
Okay, so it's just gonna go fing. However, Trenton, as you fire into his boss, one of the guys at the back is gonna raise his gun and fire at you, and he's gonna hit you with a 15.
Okay.
And that is gonna be, he's using his rifle, so that's gonna be 2d8 plus d6. I'm gonna spend a Benny to re-roll that damage roll. So that was trash.
I'm okay with trash.
I'm not. Okay. I was still trash, but okay. Okay, so that's... Okay, what's your toughness?
6.
6? Okay, so that's going to be 10 points of damage. That's going to be more than your toughness. So that's going to be 1 raise.
Okay.
Oh, pardon me, that's going to be 9. Yeah, it's still a raise. Okay, so that's going to be a raise. You can spend a Benny to try to soak this.
Sure, I still have lots of bennies.
Yep, so you're coming in with... So you need to get 9 on this. Because he's at a -1 because of the revolver. Or the not revolver, the rifle.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I got a 6 on my wild dice, but then I rolled a 2, so that's an 8.
Oh, very close. So spend that Benny, and
Wait, can I spend another Benny to re-roll that?
You cannot.
I didn't think so.
I don't believe you. You know, it says, I read earlier you can only do 1. All right. Oh God. Do me a favor.
Yep.
Which armor are you dominant in?
Right.
Okay. 1 through 4 is your right arm. All right. Your right arm is gonna take a wound.
Okay.
You can no longer use your right arm,
Okay.
as a bullet is going to hit you like just right in the muscle, and the strength is gonna fade out of your hand. Your gun's gonna slip out of your hand.
Okay.
And you're also shaken.
Okay.
Okay, and that is all of them. Catlett, inside of the inside of this saloon, or not saloon, inside of this, you're gonna just hear the sound of like guns shooting in the distance, and then that's a machine gun. Sorry, guys.
We can't hear any of this anyway, so we don't know.
All right, there's gonna be a horrible bang and a flash of light from outside. What do you do?
I'm gonna I'm gonna turn to well, I'm gonna immediately tense because I already knew this was a bit of a risky venture. And I'm gonna turn to Abby. I'm gonna like, get behind the counter, and I'm gonna run over to the door and kind of peer out to see what the hell's going on. And probably pull out I'm gonna have my like penknife in my hand as I run over there.
That'll be
Sorry, 1 sec. I forgot to draw a card for Abby because I forgot that she had a combat sheet, and I just drew a Joker for her.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So what happens when you draw a Joker? Let's find out.
You just implode.
No, I think
you
it's
get
the
to go
other.
first, right? Like before everything, or you get to choose when you go.
I thought I mattered by which color Joker.
Lady Leanna, no.
I'm checking right now. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. More hurt than mores are always great. Give me more bennies. Damage, wounds, incapacitation. Just checking initiative, actions. There we go.
Yay.
Countdown. Jokers. Characters with a Joker act whenever they want to in the round, even interrupting another character, and get a +2 to all traits and damages this round. So you're gonna say,
Wow.
So what are you gonna say? You're gonna say, get behind the counter.
Like, Abby, get behind the counter. Like,
I'm sorry, sir. No man is gonna tell me what to do in a pinch. And she's gonna draw the little pistol she's got on her side, and is gonna like step into the door, squint against the last of that bright light that didn't hit her, and oh god, that's such a shitty shooting roll. I'm still gonna try it. I'm still gonna try though. But that is, she has a +2 on this because of the Joker. That's a hit with a raise on a D6.
oh my god.
So that's going to be the guy that just shot Trenton, and that's going to be, what does she have? She has a cold peacemaker. Okay. So that's going to be 3d6 plus 3. Okay. So, I don't know what it is with 15s today, but I'm not going to spend for that. So that's going to be 3 of the gunmen and Phelps are just going to, she's going to lean out and, hey you! And, huh? And she's just gonna shoot him right in the chest. And he's gonna fly off his feet. Like, just his boots are gonna be there in the ground smoking.
Boots. Sorry.
All right, that was one of the something good happens right there.
Catlett will probably just look absolutely stunned and be like, I stand corrected.
Oh my god. Oh, I love her.
And Catlett, now it's your turn as you're kind of like standing next to her in the doorway going like...
All right. So I'm looking out there. How many guys are left?
There are
out
still 2 gunmen with their guns drawn. It looks like they were just mulched by, I guess, the skill of your compadres, not each other.
All right. So one of them is still alive? Like
Two of them are still alive.
Wait, okay.
Oh, and actually, let me just make a vigor roll for them to see if they shake this off and can actually see again. One of them can't, and the other one can't. Okay.
All right. I think Catlett's gonna be like, it worked before. He's gonna go charging out, and I'm actually gonna use the multi-action, and I'm gonna basically put one barrel into each one of them.
Oh my god.
All right.
With the sawed off. I'm gonna try to get as close as possible.
Does that give you a minus to do 2 shots to different people?
Yes, it's gonna be -2 on both shots, but it's also +2 because it's a shotgun.
All right.
So it's gonna be like even money.
Is it plus 2 on the attack?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's such a wide spread.
Okay.
You
I
have
thought
a
it was
better
+2 on
chance
the
of
Yeah,
damage.
it's short range though, right? I have to get real close to use it.
All right.
And then it does +4 on the damage roll. So.
I mean,
Oh, sorry. It's not going to because I didn't pull both barrels on one person.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna kablam them both.
All right.
Let's see if this works. Because my shooting is terrible. So I'm hoping my wild card die helps me out here.
You're doing short range, right? Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I'm getting as close as I possibly can. So first one. I've got a 4. Okay. And on the second one, I have a 4.
Okay, so that's going to be...
It's a bare hit with both of them.
Yeah, it's a bare hit with both. So go ahead and roll me damage. That is 3d6.
Cool. So that's 10 for the first one.
Okay.
And 16 for the second one.
Okay. So that is going to be 1 raise on the first one. You know what? He is going to spend a Benny to not get blowed up and is going to try to roll his toughness. I'm not going to bother with the other guy. That's like 3 wounds on him. You can roll me 2d6 for him if you don't mind.
All right. Double 1? I don't know if that's good or bad.
Trust me, it's good. Nobody say what it is until I say it.
Okay.
If you're looking at the chart, so this guy is going to do a vigor roll to try to get through that, and is gonna get. Actually, you know what? You're gonna. So you're the first one. You're gonna rush up to him, and are you just like pushing it in his face, in his gut?
Yeah. He's basically just gonna like skid to a stop. Go. Ah! Boosh!
So you pull up a bit short, and as you fire it, he's gonna turn, and the buckshot's gonna strafe across his chest, and he's gonna get hurled to the ground, dropping his gun. But it's not going to kill him. And then, as the other guy, you hear the clink of spurs come up behind you, and you're just gonna turn. And as you do, your gun's gonna go off a second earlier than you expect it to, as you're raising it up to his chest. And there's gonna be an explosive noise as he takes 4 wounds to the genitals. I'm not kidding. You rolled double 1s. That is unmentionables.
Oh my god.
You blow his balls off. If the injury is permanent, reproduction is out of the question without miracle surgery or magic. There is no other effect from this result. I'm going to say that that's just going to kill him. Like, you're going to blow his gut. Like, there's going to be this moment where he has the biggest thigh gap you've ever seen. And then his guts are going to fall through the hole.
Oh.
And he's going to reach down and try to cross his legs and... Hootenanny. And
I am so sorry.
And with that, Wilhelm scream. All right, there we go. He's dead. The other guy is gonna just try to crawl away on his turn, I think.
Is there courage in this group?
Ida, it's your turn.
I'm shaken and blind. So
Okay. Oh, did you make a vigor roll to try to unblind yourself?
I will do that right now.
'Kay.
She does not have good vigor. Woof. Wait, was there something that bad happened if I rolled a 1?
If you roll
On
ones on
either
both.
die?
Oh,
Okay.
no, that was with the web version that we were looking at.
Right. Okay. No, I didn't make it though.
Okay, so you're still blinded at a -4.
Yeah, she's probably like on her back on the far side of her horse with her like rifle propped on her knee,
Covered in
but, like,
blood.
covered in blood, like trying to stop the bleeding from her ribs, and just like has it out, listening to if anybody comes close.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Frida, what do you do? You got your.
I'm gonna come
picked.
close.
What's that?
She's probably going to be the person who comes close first.
I just picture
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
giant flash bomb as like an organ grinder, like a Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
No, that shotgun
I like
blast
that
was the
for it.
organ grinder.
Do pop.
All right, so what do you do? It's your turn.
Oh,
Well, she's got to squint through it too because she doesn't have any cool goggles or anything. But her intention is to go and see if she can pull Ida into cover because she knows.
Yeah,
that
you may do
she's
so.
been shot.
I'm gonna say that you don't see nearly as you're not quite as blind as everybody else because you know to cover up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. She's going to approach Ida and attempt to start dragging her towards the general.
Ida,
store.
someone grabs you from behind.
Ah! I'll swing, unless you say something.
You would say, I mean, you're coming with me? Yoink.
Oh yeah.
Come with me if you want to live.
Are we still
Yeah,
like in
not
combat?
quite that. She's
There's
not
still
quite
one
that.
guy,
One
technically.
right.
Okay, so you'll be able to pull her to cover. Trenton,
Yeah.
you are hit pretty hard in the arm. You see one guy crawling away. What do you do?
I am going to pull my knife with my left hand and start headed towards him.
Okay, that sounds good.
Ooh.
So you are not blinded at all. Let's see what kind of son of a bitch you are. So rushing up, he's on the ground, which means that, let me just check my modified combat rules, because I think you get a bonus to this. Wrecked. Chase rounds. Nope. Attacks.
It might be flat though if I'm using my offhand.
I would just say it'd be a -1, but like... it's hard to parry a blade with one's bare hands. You have a +2 to your fighting if your enemy has no weapon, so you're at a +1 overall.
Okay.
And let's see, prone. Range attacks suffer -4. Prone defender is caught in a melee. Parry is reduced by 2 and must subtract 2 from fighting. Okay, so go ahead and make me an attack roll. Make me a fighting.
Okay.
So you're at a total of +1 to whatever you roll.
So +1. Okay, that brings it up to 8.
8. Okay, his parry was 6. Oh, pardon me, was 5. It is now 3. So that is going to be a hit with a raise. So you are going to roll your damage plus a d6.
Where is my knife?
Where is your knife? Don't sit on it.
Die 6 plus die 4 plus 1. Plus the raise, so that, wow, that's a lot of dice. 9, 10, so that's gonna be 11.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Probably sink it into the base of his skull from behind, just to put the lights out.
He's facing Catlett, trying to
Alright.
get shot.
Yeah, you're going to pin him to the ground like a bug, and he is going to expire beneath you like a can of bad beans. And with that, silence after the gurgle of that man's lifeblood spills out across Sutter's Flats.
shit, that was no way for a man to die.
I'm sorry, that was quite the emission. Are you okay? You have some bits.
Oh, it
there,
stinks.
bits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just
I'm
bleeding
not
out
this
the
kind of
side.
doctor. We need a doctor.
Yeah, just
Hey.
help me up.
Ida, you okay?
Never been better. I'll get Frida to help her stand as best she can. She's still kind of
Frida looks
blinded.
extremely nervous and is trying not to get blood on her.
Oh yeah, because she's covered.
Hey, Abby, is there a doctor in town?
You do what you can to staunch that. The only doctor that's in town is... Well, pardon me, I accidentally bleeped myself. The only doctor that's in town right now is likely taking a bribe off the bayou of $1 million. If I don't see no sheriff right now, Abby, you gonna be okay for the ride home?
Are you gonna be okay, Abby?
Ida?
Sorry,
No, it's
Ida.
okay. We've
Sir,
all
I'm
called
gonna need you
someone
to...
the wrong-
Sir, I'm gonna need you to pack up all of those things that my uncle paid for pronto. Do we have a problem? No, ma'am. We'll do it right away.
Can you add a rag on top of that?
Frida's gonna put on her big old science gloves, snap them, and then try to staunch the wound.
Amazing.
All right, can you make me a medicine roll, or its equivalent?
I don't have medicine. Is it smarts?
Smarts. It will be. So it's a D4. So you roll a D4 and a D6.
Okay.
Snake eyes, snake eyes, snake eyes. Snake eyes!
Did you roll snake eyes?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. That is also a.
There does
Exact
this
moment
bone
that
go?
that she started chanting snake eyes. I rolled snake
Pushes
eyes.
my
a little
God.
too hard and breaks more ribs.
Like,
Yeah,
What's that popping sound?
she's gonna like try to put some pressure on it, and she's gonna put pressure on your ribs,
Yeah.
not knowing that one of your ribs has been snapped and bent in, and
it's the pressure, right?
she pushed the pressure hard and stabs you in the liver with your own rib.
Well,
You're gonna take another wound.
Okay, what does 2 wounds do to me?
So this, I rolled this. Your vigor is going to be downgraded a die type till this heals.
I can't lower it more. a 4.
Okay. Oh, it's a D4. Then your strength is going to be.
Okay. It's also a D4.
Okay. Then
Agility?
Your agility is gonna be down to a D4 then.
Oh, because the broken bones lowered my agility to a D8 anyway, so let's lower it to a D6.
It's a D6 now. Yeah.
Okay. But now see that I don't really understand what those affect, because like if those don't affect my, like, do they affect the other skills under agility as well?
Who knows, really? So sometimes you can
we
make
should figure it
agility
out
rolls.
one day.
Like I can ask you just to do
okay.
basically like a deck save.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because we haven't done that, so I wasn't sure. So no, that's fine.
It's true. We have not.
We'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out later. We'll do it
Hopefully
later.
we'll
It's
come
fine.
into
We'll find. I'm sure the comments will tell us what we're doing wrong.
Exactly. Tell us what's wrong.
You know what we're doing right? Howdy.
That's fucking right. Okay, so she intakes a very sharp breath and then probably gives a good scream.
Oh. Frida's going to panic and blubber for a little bit. No,
You just
I-
fuck
I
off.
failed C's class.
All right. So
You know?
you're
Hand her off,
And
hand
she's
her off,
gonna
hand
look
her
at
off.
you with like pleading eyes.
I don't know nothing about medicine.
Just
Can't you go like heat up a knife or something?
don't let him fucking touch me.
Look,
You walk.
Frida, get her onto the wagon. We'll take her back and we'll figure this out.
Ida like tries to climb onto her
Yes.
horse. Fucking nut job.
Ida, get in the wagon.
one of you can spend a Benny to affect the story in some way if you'd like.
We do have 2 something good happen.
I already used them to
We
have
already used
Abby
those
show up
Oh,
to mulch people.
very good.
So
Sure, I'll
also-
spend a penny.
so
was
hold
just
on.
about
So for
to.
bennies, you can influence the story, regain power points, soak rolls, draw a new action card, Reroll a trait. Yeah, so influence the story. Entirely up to me, who may allow your character to spend a penny to find some additional clue if you're stuck, come up with some mundane but some needed item, or push a non-player character to be more agreeable. So in this case, I'll say that you can staunch the bleeding.
Okay, not continue
Sure.
to take wounds.
You will you'll no more bleeding from you.
Except the internal stuff.
Yeah, it's on pause for a minute too. They're regrouping.
Okay.
Sounds good.
She will try to get on the horse. Hear Catlett tell her not to. Still try, but it hurts too much, and will not, and be like, fuck. Just walk over to the.
All right. Are any of you doing anything with the horses, men, boots, hats, and guns that are present?
That is the question.
Oh, yeah.
Are they all dead?
They are all
Trenton
very
has
dead.
the guy that he just knifed. He's like cutting off strips of his clothes to go and bandage up his arm as much as he can.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're wounded too, aren't you?
Yeah, probably cursing the entire time. Son gun, he went and blew a hole in my dang arm. Look at this. You can put my finger right in there.
Don't poke it, Skinner. I mean,
Well, it's
Jesus.
bleeding. It's bleeding everywhere, and then I'm like cutting off bandages and
Put a
stuff.
cork in it.
Oh,
I am. I'm sticking it full of clothes right now.
Trenton, bring me a couple of those.
panicked, Prussian bubbling.
Catlett's going to gather up the horses and like he's gonna grab those boots, right? And
Sounds
then
good.
like
Put a little
probably
asterisk
like
next to
pat
those on
these
your
guys
sheet.
down as fast as I can. Sorry.
Put an asterisk on them next to your sheet. You're not from
Okay.
the West. You wouldn't know.
This
Wearing
guy's
a dead man's
britches.
boots.
This guy's britches aren't the cleanest thing in the planet.
Dead man's
you probably
boots,
want to get
James.
these changed.
All right, cool.
it.
I will take
Fucking
Dead
do
Man's
it.
boots.
You're probably fine.
It's fine.
Anybody who wants to, by the way, what's laying out on the field, weapon-wise, are a whole shit ton of Colt Frontiers, some Winchester 73s, and in the belt of Phelps, as he's still on his horse is trotting around, heading over to the water hole. His body is just sagged over. His hands are still holding his Colt Peacemaker, and he's got a Peacemaker on his hip as well.
Yeah, Catlett's not even gonna look at it. He's just gonna toss it all in the back of the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll deal with that later. He's just gonna be just like, just chuck.
Does Phelps have any like identifiable markings? Like, does he wear a badge of some kind or?
So identifiable markings. He has.
Fancy hat.
He's got a black brimmed hat with a line of coins around its band.
Frida, grab that piece of shit's hat.
She will take like a full 2 minutes to approach the body and
Just
detach
slowly
the-
following the horse as it walks.
All right.
Put it in the wagon. Ugh.
With
Trying to
that,
probably
She's
look
never
at
killed anyone before.
trying to probably look at Frida and go, "What the hell did you shoot at them? That from Germany too?"
It's from the Institute.
Yeah, well, some of it got in my face. Let's try not to do that again.
Sorry.
Or at least warn us next time.
But if it means
Fuck.
anything, thank you.
I'm so confused.
You're welcome. Sort of. I simply wanted to stop the shooting.
So who exactly were these guys?
Does the Phelps, the railroad guys,
Oh.
we might need to leave a
Should
little
we-
earlier than expected.
Bury the bodies? What do we... or should- do
Someone
we
here will
run?
deal with
all right,
it.
everything's in the wagon. We should probably vamoose, Abby says.
Yeah, Ida'll hop up on the back next to something that won't be terribly hurt if she gets blood all over it.
Let's get you
Fire
back.
guns.
Catlett will lead the horses.
Trenton will probably yell out, "If any of you plan on blabbing, just keep in mind that they pulled guns on us while we were unarmed, and facing away from them.
You see a
Yeah.
handkerchief from one of the windows nearby going, yeah, okay.
Much obliged.
As you ride off with your wagons back, or with your wagon back toward the lazy ass ranch, Abby has a very distraught look on her face. You can tell that she's probably never killed anybody before either. And she's holding it together decently well. Well, let's hope the trail is a little kinder than this.
Bet on it.
And with that, as you bleed into the front seat slowly but steadily, not internally at least, as you ooze, we're going to pan up toward the sky and notice that this time of day it is unusually red. Maybe signaling what's to come on this blood drive of yours. Which is going to be the end of chapter 1 for us, I think. I think that's a good place to end it right there.
Woo!
Woo! I'm so sad you didn't gun battle. I had the duel rules pulled up.
Oh,
Oh well, you'll get there's time for duels later, I'm sure.
there you go.
All right, so folks, that is going to be all from us here. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Deadlands Blood Drive. If you enjoy what we do here, be sure to leave us a like and a comment on anything you can. You can always subscribe on Twitch, especially if you have that free sub that comes with Amazon Prime.
Yes.
And go over to patreon.com/dorktales if you want to get your name in episodes, get some additional content, and just, directly support a bit more. Besides that, thank you all for playing, and hop on the Discord, hang out with us, is all fun. And we will see you next year for Deadlands. Be sure to come back next week or on Tuesday, Tuesdays, for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which we'll see you there shortly. All right, bye everybody. Hoot nanny.
Hoot nanny.
Name.
Shoot.